The 10 best business books you have never heard of. Whether you're looking for your winning business plan or you're knee deep in executing that brilliant idea, get inspired by these little known business gems. Switch, you only have to be right once. Good strategy and bad strategy. Lead with a story. Lincoln on leadership. Pour your heart into it. Power, risk savvy. How the mighty fall. The introverted leader. Switch. The key message in this book is when you want to change your behavior, three key components affect your chances of success. The rider represents your analytical side and he needs a clear direction to move in. The elephant represents your emotional side, it needs to be motivated. It needs to be motivated to walk in the rider's chosen direction. Finally, the path represents situational factors that are in play, which is why you must shape it to make it easy to follow. The questions this book answered: what components determine whether a behavioral change is successful? Implementing changes like riding an elephant. Choose a direction, give your elephant some peanuts, and stick to an easy path. How can you direct the rider? First, the bright spots, learn from them and spread them around. The rider hates making decisions, so clearly script the critical moves needed for a change. Use a destination postcard that appeals to both the rider and the elephant. How can you motivate the elephant? To get the elephant moving in the right direction, evoke strong emotions. To get the elephant to climb a mountain, lead it up a small hill first. Grow your people by cultivating a change friendly identity and adopting a growth mindset to overcome failure. How can you shape the path? To change people's behavior, give them an easy path to follow. To get a free ride in implementing change, build new habits and make the environment enforce them. Make the path look well trodden, show people they are following the herd. Next, you only have to be right once. The key message: in today's age of rapid technological innovation, there are plenty of opportunities for success. And as we can see from the stories of today's top tech billionaires, all you need is one great idea and the courage and the determination to bring it to fruition. Suggested for the reading. Yes. Good strategy and bad strategy. The key message in this book is luckily we can all learn how to become good strategists by understanding what makes a solid strategy and by finding the hidden power of a given situation, be it leveraging, maximizing your resources, or anticipating change. You too can become an effective strategist. Actionable advice: get your priorities straight. Trying to accomplish all your goals at once makes for an inefficient strategy. Instead, make a list with the most important things that you can work on and start with them first. By producing this list, you ensure that your various objectives have unity in direction and can then clear up conflicting issues. Take lessons from the past. If you find yourself in a situation that other people have experienced previously, pay close attention to how it turned out for them. Try to look at your own situation objectively rather than assuming that it's somehow different to what happened in the past. Think like a scientist. If you feel uncertain about what the deciding factors in the situation are, form a hypothesis and test it out. This test will offer you insight into which areas needs to be readjusted, thus helping you move closer to a solid understanding of your situation that you can use to build an effective strategy. Lead with a story. The key message in this book is storytelling is one of the best ways to impart knowledge and motivate behavior, and as such, in a key instrument is a key instrument to successful leadership. From more efficient customer service to defining your company's culture and setting strong values, storytelling is a versatile tool that can improve every aspect of your business. Lincoln on leadership. Abraham Lincoln embodied leadership by quietly guiding the direction of every division of his administration on a daily basis. Through the use of persuasion, excellent communication, and full assumption of his powers, Lincoln spread his vision throughout his organization. Lincoln created the strongest staff possible through trial and error, emphasizing positive reinforcement and integrity, resolving conflicts creatively and continually encouraging innovation. In doing so, he ensured that his organization had strength to carry out his vision. Actionable advices from this book and links: get involved. The best way to manage an organization is to get out of the office and get personally involved. Spend time with your employees, get feedback, reinforce your vision in person, convene random meetings. As a leader, interact with every department of your organization. This way, your vision will be carried out under your supervision. Try out employees for positions. Give new employees a trial period to prove they can excel on their own. If they can't, transfer them somewhere they can be more effective and find someone better for the job. If, however, they can, then you have found dependable employee you can rely on while giving yourself more time to focus on your own responsibilities. Master your communications. Perfect your communication skills. A great speech or letter is the best way to remind employees of your company's mission, inspire them to carry it out, and let them know how to do so. Silence, or the art of knowing when not to speak, is an equally important form of communication. Sometimes speaking doesn't achieve anything. Pour your heart into it. The key message in this book is: if you want success to mirror that of Starbucks, give your customers something authentic, whose values they can trust. If you want your business to grow like Starbucks, find ways to renew your brand and create a community that cares for its employees. Actionable advice: be stubborn. The next time you are having trouble with a task like raising money for your project, keep in mind that Squats was turned down 217 out of the 242 times he initially elicited investments for his coffee shop business. If you really want something, persistence is the key to achieving it. Power. Why some people have it and others don't. The key message in this book: although many of us mistakenly believe that power and success is earned by people who follow the rules, that's not the most effective way to get what you want. Instead, you should develop your leadership skills, find ways to stand out from your competitors, and exude confidence. Action: if you want to be establish a good reputation for yourself, ask for help. Too often, our attempts to promote ourselves are perceived as arrogance by other people. But if you can get someone else to promote you by hiring a PR firm, for example, you can avoid this potential drawback. Risk savvy: how to make good decisions. In a world of uncertainty, logical thinking is not enough to ensure that your decisions actually represent your best interests. Instead, you should make an attempt to recognize your ignorance and find good, simple rules of thumb in order to make sound decisions instead of complex situations. How the mighty fall and why some companies never give in. The key message in this book: any company, no matter how big and powerful, can experience failures and decline. And often, when decline sets in, it's exacerbate, exacerbated by the company's panic driven actions. To avoid this, leaders must stick to good business practices, Try to stay calm, continue to do what the company does best. Take baby steps, actionable advice. Whatever you want to achieve, never try it and leap too far. You'll have a much higher chance of succeeding if you advance step by step. Your failure is no one else's fault. If something is going wrong, don't ignore it or blame someone else. Look at why it's happening and see how you can solve it yourself. The introverted leader, building on your quiet strength. The key message in this book: being an introvert can make taking on leadership positions challenging, but there are ways of overcoming the obstacles. Your listening and observational skills and your tendency to carefully choose your words can give you an advantage over extroverted leaders and support your success.